Is the NYPD's Shotspotter technology a waste of time and money?
Well, according to a new report from the city's controller's office, the software, which is supposed to detect gunfire, has only been accurate a handful of times.
A computer can get a lot of information from a waveform. That's the basic premise behind Shotspotter, that an algorithm can detect a gunshot. Small mics are placed around a neighbourhood. When a gunshot is fired, the mics pick up that sound, how long it took to reach the sensor, and from which direction, effectively triangulating the shot. Then a human analyst reviews the information and alerts the police.
Counties that implemented the Shotspotter technology from 1999 to 2016 didn't display any reductions in firearm homicides. We didn't find that the number of arrests or the arrest rate for homicide crimes or weapons-related crimes increased during that same period.
We rely on ground truth from agencies to tell us when we miss detections or when we misclassify.
The problem is, it's very difficult to tell often whether a gunshot has been fired just by listening to the sound on a phone. Just from listening to it, did you think it was?
Yeah, it sounded like a gunshot.
Yeah?
It sounded like it, but who knows for sure.
Right, it's always, you're not an acoustic expert.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the big criticism, that the methodology that Shotspotter is using to calculate its accuracy is flawed.
Other people have said about the general stat, that 97% stat, that it's not rooted in scientific rigor, i.e. it hasn't been scrutinized, it hasn't been peer reviewed. Do you think that's fair?
So it's certainly a fact that there hasn't been an academic peer review of the service.
Car backfires and police show up thinking that there's a shooting. People who are walking to and from work or who just live in the vicinity of these devices are certainly going to be handled differently by police than people in, less surveilled and less over-policed neighborhoods. Really, there's such a lack of transparency, not only about where and how police are using it, but how the technology works, in part because it's proprietary. Private companies don't want us to know how it works because that's how they make money.
The Sacramento City Council extended the police department's contract into 2025 for a predicted total cost of over $2.5 million over 5 years. One thing the report didn't divulge is exactly where the systems are located.
We want to know where they're at, because that could be a whole nother conversation as to, are we targeting Black and brown communities with the Shotspotter? Is that providing validation for the law enforcement agencies to continue to target these communities?